Welcome back to the River City Hardball Podcast presented by DBAT Jacksonville. I'm your host, Andrew Gibson. A couple of guys joining us tonight from the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League of the Dolphins. Rick Wilkins, Anthony Runfola joining us tonight. Anthony, we'll start with you, man. Tell me about your experience this summer. It's winding down here in the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. What's it been like for you?
You know, it's been great. I was really excited about coming down here to Jacksonville. I'm originally from Phoenix. I play ball up in Philly, school ball up in Philly. So I was excited to come down to Jacksonville, be near the beach. I've hit the beach a few times while I've been down here, so it's been good. I love Florida, so it's been really fun down here. Sad to see it going by so quickly, but it's been really fun.
Anthony, I want to follow up with you on that. Where did you find out? How did you find out about this league?
So my college coach up at Haverford, he was kind of the one coordinating all the stuff, and I kind of asked him to reach out to summer ball programs a little bit later, like in February instead of like September, October. And so the CCBO was the only one that reached out to his email. So I just came down here since they were the only one. I wanted to play summer ball, so decided why not come down here instead of playing at home.
Rick Wilkins jumping on with us tonight as well. Rick, you're a Jacksonville area guy from Ponte Vedra, played for Coach Tom Stanton with the Sharks.
Sure.
So you're local to this. What's it like for you playing in this local league?
It's fantastic. There are I know a lot of guys in the league, or I did, coming into the league with me, 4 or 5 guys, and it's been great. We're all on different teams, so there's that competitiveness still, and I just love it.
Rick, I know that you guys have had a chance to play. This league plays at Ponte Vedra, a couple different other sites. Have you got a chance to go play on your home ballpark in this league?
Yes, sir, I have. I got a chance to go back there and talk to my coach a little bit and play on the field. It feels great to play there again, you know, even knowing that it will probably be one of my last times.
You know, Anthony, with your background from Arizona to Philadelphia, now down to Florida, what are the ballparks and the facilities like down in Florida compared to where you come from?
So I'd say it's pretty similar, Phoenix and Florida. A lot of similar ballparks and stuff since we both have spring training out there. Baseball is really big out on the West Coast and down here. So the fields are both pretty nice. Playing at spring training ballparks back home, it's a luxury. But up in the Northeast, baseball is a little less well traveled. So some of the fields are a little shaky. Most of them don't have batter's eyes up there, which is pretty weird coming from where I come from. But you know, I mean, out here, the grass grows much better than it does back home. Little dry out there. But, you know, all fields are pretty good. I'm just happy to play baseball out here. You know what I mean?
For sure. Anthony, what position do you play on the field? Tell us a little bit about that.
I'm a catcher. I've only played catcher out here. I've been catching since I was like 12 or 13. Back up at school, I started getting into the outfield a little bit. Coach wanted to put me out there when I wasn't catching. So I split time between one game I'd catch, the next game I'd play in right field usually. Then I think next year I'm going to try pitching. So I'm going to hook up with my pitching coach when I get back home and start learning that. So, yeah.
So both you guys are catchers. That's cool. Rick, you're a catcher. Your dad was a catcher in the big leagues for over a decade, which is pretty awesome. Rick, tell me about playing the catching position and how much influence your dad has had on you in the game.
My dad hasn't really had that much influence on my position. I started out as a third baseman until like 14U, I think, 13U. And I just wanted to be a catcher. So I told my dad, and of course he was excited about that, you know. So we would go out all the time and he'd teach me the ropes and stuff. But yeah, it's been awesome.
How much do you know about your dad's career in the big leagues? Do you go back and watch YouTube? Do you go back and watch stuff? How much do you do that?
Recently I have not been, but yes, I have. I definitely have seen a couple of games of his on YouTube.
That's cool. I mean, your dad had a 30-homer season as a catcher
Yes,
in the
sir.
big league. That's pretty good stuff, you know?
Yes, sir.
Anthony, compare like Philadelphia to Jacksonville? How much of a difference is it?
It's huge. There's a huge difference. I have my truck down here. I didn't have my truck up there, so driving, I haven't really gotten out much past my campus. But from what I've seen driving around with other people, it's a lot different. The city up in Philly is a bit bigger, downtown. Not that I haven't gone into downtown much here or there, but I like the fact that Jacksonville's a little bit more suburban than Philly. Philly's kind of just sprawling big city all over the place. Jacksonville, you got your downtown, but then it's just kind of all suburban spread out, which I like. A lot of freeway driving out here, which is nice. Get where you're going quickly. But other than that, like it's a lot more humid down here. Of course, I'm not up there in the summer, but I don't mind the humidity, so it's not too bad. And I mean, it's gotten up to like 95 so far, so like I can't complain coming from 115 back home. But yeah, that's what I'd say.
Hey, Mac, tell me about maybe who has influenced you as far as the catching position. We talked about your dad's played it, but is there anybody that you model your game after as a catcher?
My dad actually. He's the only one I've really ever modeled my playing after. I got one of his cards from one of his friends. He gave it to me just because he's my dad, and it was a picture of him on the ground with his like right or left foot on home, and he was stretching out his throwing hand, and he caught a ball from the shortstop. It was a force play at home, and he caught it with his bare hand because it was such a wild throw. And ever since then, I kind of was like, wow, that is awesome. I really want to be a catcher.
That's really cool. Hey, Anthony, do you have a favorite player, favorite team that you follow in baseball?
I'm a big D-backs fan, and ever since Paul Goldschmidt came up with the D-backs, he's kind of been my favorite player, kind of guy that I like to watch and stuff. It's kind of sad that he's on the Cardinals now, but I'll still keep up with him. I know he's having a great year this year, so I'm really happy for him over there. But yeah, I'd have to say he's my favorite player. I kind of look up to him when I was younger, growing up in baseball.
Yeah, and he's having an MVP type year for the National League for the Cardinals. You probably caught, if you follow the D-backs last night, Drew Jones, Andrew Jones' son, drafted second overall. What'd you think about that pick?
Yeah, that was huge. I was really excited about that. I follow a little bit along with some of the younger guys coming up, the prospects and stuff. And I'd heard his name thrown around a bunch, and I knew he was great. His dad played in the big leagues for a long time. He was great center field. So I'm really excited to have him in the program or in our organization. So it'll be fun to watch him come up. I know the D-backs have a lot of good young guys in their farm system. So I'm hoping in the next maybe 3 to 5 years they can actually put something together. We'll see though.
Final few moments here with Anthony Runfola and Mac Wilkins of the Dolphins in the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. All right, Mac, your favorite moment that you've had on the field this summer in the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. Anything jump to your mind?
I would think of my first hit. I've been having a rough time hitting this summer. I don't know if it's just switching to wood or whatever, but my first hit, everyone in the dugout was hyped for me, and that was one of my favorite moments.
What about you, Anthony? Favorite moment so far?
Let's see. I'd have to say I hit a grand slam against the Storm a couple weeks ago. It was pretty cool. I mean, it was a Bishop Snyder. I kind of like wall scraper, small ballpark, so nothing to brag about, but it was still a pretty cool moment.
Hey, man, wall scrapers or not, they get over. Is that right?
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Before we let you go, I want to talk about your college experience and where you guys are headed in your careers. Mac, tell us first, you're a freshman, an incoming freshman at FSCJ. Tell us about the opportunity that you have there.
I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity I have. The coaches there are absolutely phenomenal. They're very aware. They text me a lot and see how I'm doing. which I think is fantastic. Also, I know a lot of the guys going there. They came up with me through my district, actually. Got a couple of guys from every school that I played at Ponte Vedra. So I think that's awesome. And I think we're going to have a great year. We have a lot of talent. So.
Yeah, Brad Frick, the head coach there at FSCJ, they made an incredible run in the Junior College World Series this past summer. Really cool to see that. Anthony, final question for you, man. Tell us about your college experience and what's coming up for you, man.
So, I go to Haverford College. It's a little D3 up in Philly, small school, like 1,400 kids. But I love it up there. I'll be a sophomore next year. Got one season under the belt. I'm really excited. Our coaches are great there. Coach Dave Beckery, our head coach, he's awesome. He's probably the best coach I've ever played for. So I'm excited to head back up there and see them in the fall. Excited to see my boys again. I think we got a lot of talent. We were a really young team last year with a lot of talent, a lot of guys who probably could have gone D1, but were kind of screwed over with COVID. So I'm really excited to go up and play for them, play there. Hopefully we can win a conference championship and keep moving in the playoffs and stuff. But yeah.
Anthony Runfola, Mac Wilkins of the Dolphins in the Coastal Collegiate Baseball League. Year number 2 of the league, and it's going very well. And these guys have had a strong summer and continue to do so. Anthony, Mac, thanks so much for jumping on with us tonight, guys. Have a great night.
You too.
Thank you so much.